Hello, my gorgeous Libra. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's in between the 15th and the 21st of August 2022. At the beginning of the week, like, oh my god, for such a while now you thought that like something is wrong with you, or you thought that you are like probably crazy, and it's to do with a certain aspect, certain subject when it comes to your life, and that in itself maybe made you just like a little bit lonely. So my point is, my gorgeous Libra, at the beginning of this week somebody is about to enter your life, and that person who is about to enter your life, it's to bring so much of a fresh and positive and a beautiful energy which is going to inspire you. It's to do with an infectious, gorgeous, beautiful spiritual energy, but it's also to do with somebody who is at the same time going to confirm some kind of fears that you had. And I'm not saying, oh my god, fears are confirmed, horrible, nasty. No, baby, no. It's to do with things that you are pretty aware of already. It's to do with something that you were worrying so much for such a long time, but you've just felt like you can't go out to like literally every single person and talk about this specific problem. And when that happens, because you didn't think that you could relate, this can relate to every single person out there, because you do understand at this point in your life that everybody is indeed a little bit different. And when we are keeping things inside and we can't kind of like use our own reflection, to reflect on things by saying to somebody else, then we get a different point of view, and it makes us feel so much better. Not necessarily if people agree with us with everything we say, but sometimes with the specific subjects, there are things that just like kind of, my god, we just need this sometimes in our lives. I'm not saying that you thought that you are going crazy, but I'm just saying it's more like about a confirmation that about things and the certain fears and things like that you were aware of for a while, this is going to mean to you so much. And this is why, because somebody is just about to confirm this to you. And this is about, I'm talking about someone really beautiful, someone really spiritual, a really gorgeous soul on so many different levels, in so many different ways, but also you are sharing something so unique with that particular person. So I'm telling you that it's not only about that person like making you feel so much better about yourself, but it's also bringing such a wonderful and gorgeous and very kind of important spark into your life as well. This spark was needed, in so many different ways, but then again at the same time it's about the inspiration, because after this moment in time a lot is going to start changing. You are gonna get this like kind of like a really nice healing energy from all this, because this is going to make one of the most powerful impacts on your life. Because after this moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, you are going to be able to start moving on with an aspect of your life that was dragging, and sometimes certain aspects of our lives are dragging until we meet this wonderful spirit of a wonderful soul who is like us, who is going to confirm that what we think is absolutely right. And this is so needed. And I say this on many occasions, how people are so important in our lives. Whoever cross our paths is important, whether it's the people who we just can't understand and we can't stand for some reason, or whether it's to do with the people who are really beautiful and gorgeous, like our immediate family members, immediate friends. Both of these groups of people, both of these types of people as just as equally important, because we learn from these people on every single step of the way. At this time, my gorgeous Libra, you are going to learn something so beautiful and so important about yourself, and also very something very personal is going to happen. It's not only about that amazing spark that you are going to feel within, but also very kind of interesting realization, and the interesting realization that you are going to have just because you came across with a like-minded spirit, a like-minded soul. Just because of that, you are gonna be able to let go of fear that was holding you down, and you're gonna be able to move forward with an open mind And that in itself, it's on one hand going to show you exactly what to be cautious about in life and what people to be cautious about in life from this moment onwards. But it's also going to show you the power of being bold and courageous and strong, and the power to always keep on sticking to your own plan no matter what, the power of staying true to yourself, the power of listening the voice within, or the power of following your own intuition. If you haven't been following your own intuition, you wouldn't grow as spiritually as you're actually going to grow. So there is so much that you're going to gain out of it, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. And also when it comes to the beginning of this week, you know, when you come, you are going to have a moment of like some kind of self-denial, and the reason why you're gonna feel so much of this like self-denial, you know, the reason why you're gonna feel that is because you on one hand understand that a certain cooperation is really important, but on another hand you don't want to be part of that cooperation because you know you are gonna be in touch and you're gonna be reconnected with the people, with the person, with the energy and dimension that is just kind of very off, and it's not right and doesn't feel good whatsoever. But sometimes we have to do this in life. We have to go through this darkness, and we have to go through this rather thick energy in order to get where we want to get, you know, because you know this is like a part of the challenge, and that in itself, it's again going to help you to learn so much about yourself, because once you kind of like realize this, what you're in self-denial about, which cooperation is so important, at the same time you are be aware of the fact that in order for you to understand what you need to understand, you will need to cooperate, and do not let that put you off whatsoever, because this in itself, it's actually going to open your eyes, and it's going to be like a very interesting vision that you're going to have very soon after that moment in time. Only within the next couple of days there is going to be very interesting vision, something that is going to come to you while you're like a kind of while you're dreaming. Maybe it's going to come to your dreams, or maybe you're just going to wake up in the morning and you're going to open your gorgeous eyes and then it's just going to be on your mind, or maybe you're going to be meditating, or maybe you're going to be walking within the forest somewhere, because this is creating a very beautiful and spiritual energy within us, which is only motivating. It motivates us to kind of so much deeper within our thoughts, you know. But at the same time, it's just going to basically, you know, this is what is going to come to you. Look at this. Yeah, very important realization. Okay, very important realization, like and the beginning of like a very interesting stages for the first time ever, some kind of attraction you are going to have when it comes to your immediate future. And that in itself, it's really kind of going to, you know, that vision, it's really going to make you aware of the very important variety of choices that you've actually have. You've had them all this time, but you just needed to get to this sacred point of your spiritual journey in order to understand this. So that vision is going to come to you not when you sit down, it's like, oh, let me just have a vision, no baby, no, it's going to happen at the time when you least expect. So if you go into the forest and walk within the forest when it's so beautiful and spiritual and gorgeous energy, of course that maybe you can go with that purpose, just to see whether this is going to trigger something within you, you know. But then again, you just have to listen to the birds, you just have to smell that gorgeous air, you just have to touch the plants, touch the tree a little bit, you know, just to take your minds off from that particular thing. And as soon as that happens, while you're within this forest environment, something is going to come to you, that vision, when it comes to this plan, you know, an important plan, but also when it comes to the variety of options that you have, that you've had all this time, but only now you will know, you will feel very strongly that this is something that you need to do, this is something that you need to go forward. So at the same time, you know, my gorgeous Libra, it's like, you know, you are gonna be aware of, like, you know, when it comes to this understanding and cooperation, that why I started this reading with, in order for you to understand what you need to understand, you will need to cooperate. And that in itself, it's not only going to the beginning of the week when I said sorry, so that you need to basically, in order for you to understand what you need to understand, you will need to cooperate, and do not let that put you off. Sorry, I'm going back to this again because it's important, because you're reaching a full circle in your life. So this is important to mention. It's not only going to bring you an inner strength, but it's also going to really gonna make you aware of like a very surprising achievement that is actually going to come out of it. And that surprising achievement that is going to come out of it, it's going to be consisting of you understanding and knowing exactly what is next, because now you're coming out of this illusion of entrapment, my gorgeous Libra. This is so important about this balance finally coming into your sign, into your life, into your vibration, into your energy, into your dimension, which is all about you realizing that this was all what you've been through, what you have been going through, especially when it comes to your personal situation. It was all because of this illusion of entrapment, and the illusion can be so powerful and it can take over our lives, and it depends who's projecting this illusion on us. There is so much of negativity and darkness and sadness and rather devilish energy going on out there at the moment, and it has been going on for a while, for the last 2 or 3 years indeed. So it's all about you staying true to yourself. By staying true to yourself, by putting your foot down and by not doing things that absolutely don't make sense, you're doing the best possible thing ever. Your spirit is rising, your spirit is growing, your passion is getting ignited, and you're going to realize this illusion of entrapment, and that was really creating this lack of self-confidence that was making you helpless for so long. I'm not saying that you were helpless, but I'm just saying that this was affecting your decision making more than you could possibly imagine. So it's all about it was also affecting you in a way where you were so afraid of taking the action, so now it's all about you getting spiritually free and understanding that you are the only one who can take responsibility for your life indeed. And that is on your on one hand, it's gonna really almost immediately it's going to kind of direct you slightly to revisit old plan, but at the same time the most important thing here is that you're gonna start embracing your inner child. When you start embracing your inner child, this is a really important time, because also you gather this magical ability to kind of see things from such a different perspectives, and this is so needed. What was scaring you is going to become interesting. What was making you worry, it's going to become very attractive for you to actually step forward and attack it immediately and see that there is nothing there, and the power was within you all this time. You are the one who is holding your candle. You are the one who is lighting up your way, and you're also going to realize, so on one hand, you're going to realize this embracing your inner child is going to be a big moment. But at the same time, this is going to lead towards you knowing how to avoid unnecessary conflicts. This is also going to show you exactly how to avoid. You're going to become aware of these unnecessary conflicts, and you're going to be like, there is no point. And it's a lot to do with people who are having completely different opinion to you with things in life, and outside of your life. And you're just going to kind of realize by the midweek that people do really think different, and those who think different about this specific subject that I'm talking about, that it's going to be on your mind, they're not going to change your mind. Like, you are not going to change your mind. So it's just about kind of learning how to live with it and making the most of your life, of your spiritual journey, and ignoring things at the same time that absolutely don't make sense whatsoever. And also, when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Libra, what you need to remember is it's about this clarity that you are going to have, and the clarity that you are going to become aware of. It's to do with the news, it's to do with the message, and this is really going to surprise you. Very surprising news and very surprising message. You're going to find this like a rather mind-blowing moment in time, and this is really going to shake you up a little bit. It's like, oh my God, it's really going to surprise you. You know why? Because you're going to be aware of something is going to be exposed here at the same time that was actually hidden. So what you're going to become fully aware of, it's going to be brilliant, because it's again going to confirm to you that you are on the right path, and it's a lot to do with you understanding that the one phase is about to end. and the new phase is about to begin, and it's all about what you're doing. It's going to be a lot along those lines about your own independence. And that, my gorgeous Libra, it's also going to require from you to develop and have a clear plan. So you are gonna really at this moment in time choose to move forward with your life, and what comes with it is to leave your comfort zone. And as soon as that thought comes to your mind, oh, I have to leave the comfort zone, you're going to know exactly what this is. It's to do with your comfort zone, and that in itself is going to bring you a brilliant success, and also on another hand, it's going to give you freedom to do whatever you want. And very soon, within the next few weeks already, you're going to be very, very, very proud of yourself as well, because this is going to lead towards your own victory, my gorgeous Libra, especially when it comes to you making a very wise choices that are going to bring you public recognition and success. But it's to do with the promotion and the next step of your life, next stage of your life. We just have to keep moving, my babies. We just have to keep going. We just have to keep moving forward no matter what. The more you move forward, the more successful you're going to be. The more you move forward, the more you're going to heal yourself at the same time. The more you move forward, even if you're moving on by yourself, it doesn't really matter. It means that this is to do with your spiritual journey, with your soul purpose. So every single spiritual journey is different, and you are the only one who knows how strongly you feel about certain things in your life that makes you feel really, really excited and happy. And those are the things that I'm talking about, that you should be following, you should be doing, you should be giving 1000% of your own energy and time. You will know exactly what I mean, because by the time we get to the last part of this week, also please, it's like you will know, this is it. You are like a little angel for so many people in your life, my gorgeous Libra, this week. The more people you make aware of what you are aware, because something is going to be on your mind quite a lot, the more people in your life you make aware what you're aware of, the more successful you are going to be on your spiritual journey. It doesn't matter if these people in your life believe you or not, but your job is, your spiritual job, spiritual purpose at this moment in time is to let them know and make them aware of what is on your mind so much, and let them know. And whether they're going to believe this to you or not, it doesn't really matter. As long as you let them know, you've done your spiritual job indeed. So it's entirely up to them and their spiritual journey, the way they are going to reflect on what you know and what you're aware of, the way you're going to feel, the way you're going to weigh on it. It's down to them, not to you anymore. All you need to do is make them aware what you are aware of. So especially when it comes to the last part of this week, it's all about you becoming aware of a very, very unwise choice. And that unwise choice that you will become aware of, someone is going to tell you something, someone is going to kind of offer you to something to you, or you're going to see something offered to someone, and you will know, no baby, no, that there's something is just absolutely not right there. And this is going to come into your own spiritual equation. And once this comes into your own spiritual equation, it's all going to be about you knowing and being aware, no baby, no, this is an unwise choice. So this is something that for the dear life, you need to share this knowledge with the people in your life. And you're also going to be become aware and awake to unknown dangers at the same time. And being aware of the actual unknown dangers at the same time, this almost immediately, it's going to make you to question something. It's going to make you to inspect something. It's going to make you to explore something. So that in itself, it's somehow going to really put you in the situation where you're going to find yourself completely unplanned, something spontaneous. It's going to happen completely out of the blue. And the spontaneous situation that is going to happen out of the blue, it's going to be consisting of you realizing suddenly a boundless potential, a boundless potential when it comes to the certain part in your life. And this is going to inspire you so much, and it's going to start this amazing creative spark. It's going to start off your imagination, but at the same time, it's not only about that. What you need to understand, what is going to inspire you so much, my gorgeous Libra, please understand me, this is important. At the end of the week, something is going to inspire you so much, and it's going to happen completely completely unplanned, completely spontaneous. Okay, there is no way that you will be aware of this situation before. The way it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to unfold, or why it's going to unfold in your life. But you are going to find yourself on the path where you're going to feel so spontaneous, and that in itself, it's going to, like, you're going to respond in a certain way, and then you're going to realize this absolutely mind-blowing, boundless potential. And that, on another hand, it's going to inspire you. It's going to make you feel extremely creative. It's to do with the creative spark. It's going to, like, start off your imagination. But what I was going to say to you, even more important, is it's to do with the karma mama becoming very fertile indeed. Karma mama, it's going to be very fertile here indeed. So it's not only about imagination and creative spark, but what gives you this incredible imagination and this amazing creative spark, it's at the same time going to start the process of conception. It's at the same time going to start with the process of you giving birth to something without even knowing, without even realizing. You're about to plant the spiritual seed, which is going to really start growing. There is the process that you're going to start, and that in itself, it's going to start the process of adventure already. Because on another hand, it's like you know, you're gonna be able to use all these things that you have learned so far over the last couple of years. My gorgeous Libra, you've learned quite a lot about different aspects of your life. So now this is all gonna start coming back to you, and you're gonna be able to use it and to apply to this particular situation. And it's all about, you know, the more curious mind you have, the more kind of like, the more you're gonna gain out of it, because all the curiosity and these feelings and emotions, you know, are not coming just completely out of the blue. It's from your subconscious mind trying to take over and guiding you at this moment in time. You need to understand, my gorgeous Libra, that at the end of before the end of the week, you know, you are really going to be aware of the fact, and you're going to feel very strongly, you will know this, it's to do with an ending that is going to lead to new beginnings. So you're going to feel this natural need to release situations and people that are holding you back, because this is in itself is the process of the spiritual transformation. So this is what I need you to be aware of it. So I will say to once again, that inspiration that you are going to have at the end of the week, it's not just any inspiration. Just be as open-minded as you can. Be as open-minded as you can, and take, you know, be as optimistic as you can. Okay, because you are at that moment in time already going to plant the spiritual seed. Because on another hand, you could feel very low, you could feel very down, you could feel very negative, and you become aware of this inspiration, and you can still kind of be held down, like, oh, I'm not too sure, oh, I don't know, oh, I'm not too certain, oh, it's not the right time, oh, I don't know, I've tried this, I've tried that, oh, I don't know. You could still feel like that, and that doesn't mean that you will not plant this spiritual seed. That doesn't mean that you're not going to start this process of you giving birth to your dream, but I'm just saying that it's not going to be as successful. It's not going to unfold as quick and as fast as it will. As if you think about it optimistically, you also get rid of all that negative energy that, you know, slows things down for you a little bit, until you understand and realizing, you know, the consequences of thinking negatively, because you're just only slowing yourself down until you understand and realize that, you know, now at this time, your way of thinking is your energy, your way of thinking is your power, your mind is your power. So think big and be as optimistic as you possibly can. The more optimistic you are, the further you're going to get. And my gorgeous Libra, you will know exactly what I meant. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.